In this video, we're going to talk about rendering and render setup and render settings in VRAY for Rhino. You can see here, this is our first example that we're going to make, talking about rendering and render settings. And in this example, we will use just one single subject or product, which is in this case a yacht from the Cosmos libraries, but could be also a vehicle, or for example, it can be a smartphone or a single product. So this can be useful if you need to do product design, product branding and packaging, if you need to do photo montage and you have to insert an object inside a context and it has to be realistic. And this is looks a little bit complex, but it's not. It's actually the easiest way that you can render in VRAY for Rhino and also in other software. This type of render setup is based on image-based lighting, or IBL, and on HDRI, which is a topic that we already talked about in the video about the lighting, but let's recap real quick. So image-based lighting is based on a single image, and that image is going to give you, first of all, the background, and it's a 360 panorama, so you can orbit around. You will always see a picture behind your subject. Second, it's going to give you reflections. So when you use nice materials, just as we created in the previous videos, and you want to see the full potential of that material, if it's reflective, you need to have a nice scenario, a nice context to reflect. So otherwise it will look like a flat reflection and it will not look realistic. Third, we're gonna use it for the illumination or lighting. So this is why it's called image-based lighting. So we won't need any other light. We won't need a light setup. We just need one single image, and the image is gonna project the illumination itself. So it's gonna use the pixels. So where you have brightest pixels, that's gonna be the point of lighting, and darker pixels, they will still emit some light, but it's gonna be dim, and this is all gonna be balanced and have a nice result. So image-based lighting is based on HDR, or high dynamic range images. So when you say HDR or HDRI, it's basically the same thing. We're talking about high dynamic range images. So these images contains more information about lights and shadows than the usual images. And this is something that you find in photography as well. Now, we are not going to go too technical on this, but you can investigate if you are interested. Now, the formats, you will need HDR or EXR format if you want to use this setting. And environment texture. This is the type of texture that we're gonna use. And again, it looks like a sphere which has been flattened on a rectangle. And when you're gonna place it, it's gonna be, again, like a sphere that is gonna surround your subject. And we already talked about this website Polyhaven, where you can get a lot of HDRIs. So you can come here and start to download different settings if you want to test different settings. For example, well, if you are testing an object, you can download these interiors. Like if you are testing furniture, or anything that goes into an interior, you can download interiors. If you want to do something like that with a vehicle, a car, or a yacht, you can download some external. And also you have day setup, night setup. So just go around here and start to download some of these textures here. So for example, if I want to use this one here, I will just go, well, you will find all the information that you need, and you select the resolution that you want. In this case, I will get something in the middle, like 4K. Now, of course, the more resolution you have, the more pixels you will have, the more accurate will be everything, the lighting, the background, and so on. But this is gonna take longer to download and also to process in the rendering. And this is the two files here, HDR and EXR. So I will go for HDR, and then let's click download. And you can see here I already downloaded some of these HDRIs, and gonna save this, and that's it. Now I just need to wait for the image there to be downloaded. Now you can also get models here from Polyhaven, or you can use also Vray Cosmos as we are gonna do here. So let's leave this scene. You can see this is a simple scene, doesn't have anything, just as a simple object and a simple plane. This plane is gonna be used to create the shadows underneath the object to make it look more realistic when you do the photo montage, or let's say also it's kind of augmented reality technique also. So let's begin a new scene. So we can start from scratch, and we're going to do all the steps together. Now the first thing we need to check is what HDRI it's using Rhino at the moment, or if it is or if it is not. Well, actually it is. And if you go here to the texture panel, you can see the environment texture that we are using by default in Rhino, which is this one here. So you can quickly change it directly from here. Now let's see the before and after. So this is before, and we don't need to place anything here. Just let's check the, yeah, there you go. Now this is what you have. So it's pretty flat and doesn't have many information, and every render you're gonna do is gonna look something really simple. So we're gonna get rid of this and change it to one of the other HDRIs. Now you can see here that I have the Rhino default HDRI, but you also have others in Rhino somewhere, and you can use those, or you can directly go to the ones that you have downloaded. So let's start here um, with this one here, which is called Vignoli Night. You will find this in, again, in Polyhaven. Okay, and let's re-render the scene. There we go. Now this is our new context. So it's like I am taking a picture of a particular scenario. So you can do that also yourself, by the way. So in this video, we're going to talk also about some settings. And in this video, we're going to use mainly the interactive rendering. So we already talked a little bit about this. You can use CPU, you can use your graphic card if you have a strong graphic card. You can change the interactivity here. Let's keep it high, so it's gonna be fast and not heavy. And also the effects that you're gonna add, like the noiser, lens effects, we're going to talk about those later, but you can increase these, and you can make them really rapid and really easygoing. Okay.